Hey guys, we're back again with another video. I said I wasn't going to make another video. I told myself I wasn't going to make another video, but I also told myself I would make another video. So we're back on the YouTube with another video because we are brave and strong and courageous. And we're going to do another video. So this video is about a past project, a breakdown video, and I apologize, I still haven't figured out the exact process for these videos, but I didn't want to let that stop me from making the video. So I have my iPad, I have a bunch of images, some behind the scenes and stuff, and we're just going to talk through this project. And this project we're talking about today is a doc project for the fashion brand Loewe, Loewe, and this was a process video of a group of artists that were recreating a piece from Sol LeWitt. So I hope I'm pronouncing that right. But he's a conceptual artist who's since passed, but he has a group of artists under his estate that will recreate pieces for him, right? Pieces of his. So Loewe contracted this group to recreate these pieces to fit in their space and their store in the design district and here in Miami. And I was tasked with documenting their process from the early stages, middle stages, and then the very end stages. So let's take a quick look at the video, and then after that we'll jump into the process. Okay, so there it is. So first thing I wanted to say about this project, I just spit a little bit, sorry. The first thing I wanted to say about this project was it was just myself, and I had my buddy Michael kind of ACing for me. And it was an interesting project, first of all, just because it's a process type video where the artists don't have like a super set schedule. They are kind of, if they work fast one day, they work fast one day. If they work slow another day, they work slow another day. So it's very kind of like going off of the artists and like their kind of like flow and their work speed. So it's a lot of communication back and forth with, I forget the title, but there's like a head artist there that is kind of like in charge of all the other artists. And I believe there was like 10 or 12 artists there that were all working on this ginormous piece. The piece was huge. So I'm not good with like heights and feet. I'm fine with heights, but I'm not good at like measuring with my brain how high I was. But I don't know what is that, like 50 feet? I don't know. A few stories at least. So they had this scaffolding all inside of this store. So they had ladders. There's some of the ladders. They had a ladder here. There's some like scaffolding there. There's Michael there. And they would just go up and down the scaffolding depending on where they were supposed to be painting that day. And they were just kind of like going ham and painting their hearts away. So it was super high, and that was, I guess, challenging in the sense of like, you know, you're up high, you want to get a good shot and try not to think about being so high. But I'm not too bad with heights, so it wasn't too much of an issue. I wanted to make it like comfortable for them and not like be in their face. So I had to figure out like creative ways to film what they were doing, get close up, because the only way I can be is on the left or right of them, below or above them. So it was all about getting creative and trying to figure out creative ways to capture it. So ranging from like super wide shots like this, to tight shots below the scaffolding shooting up. And this is kind of like, this is documenting things in a way where, truly like documenting things. I'm not setting up anything to happen. Like, I'm letting them work. I'm waiting for them to peel back the tape, as you see in this photo. Like, this process was like so like detailed, because that line had to be perfect, and if it wasn't perfect, they'd have to go back and fix it. So like things like that, where like I would just have to wait for those things to happen to capture that moment and hope that I was there for that piece. Let's go back here. Another challenging thing about it was, because there's all these colors, when the natural light is coming into the room, it's bouncing off of that color into their skin. So anytime they're in front of red, the light is bouncing red back into their skin, blue, yellow, whatever. You get the idea. So that was challenging. So color correcting at the end, I wasn't focusing so much on like skin tones as I was making sure I tried my best to do the color of the paint justice. So that was kind of like what I was focused on. So let me get another one. Yeah, trying to play a lot with like the foreground of the scaffolding. I did that quite a bit. It was interesting. So we're just looking for interesting angles. Here's a super wide angle. We had the Canon C200, which is still one of my favorite cameras. I don't use it anymore, but such a fun camera. It got me so inspired to shoot back when I got it originally. And it's just it's a great camera. It shoots raw light. It's so fun to use. Anyway, sorry, enough about the camera. But we had a Dana dolly, so we did some like pushing shots into the room, kind of like slow panning inside, in between the scaffolding, like with some stuff in the foreground. And that was kind of like our thing, just figuring out creative ways to like move through the space. Here's another example of color like bouncing back onto her face, the red and the yellow. But we're focusing a lot on the paint. But yeah, just trying to let the artist kind of like work and just capture the process. This was probably one of the only shots I kind of set up a little bit. This plastic here in the corner, I did put the plastic there because I thought it would be nice. And just the room had air conditioning, so when there's like a little bit of air, it's going to make light plastic move a little bit. So it was kind of like moving, and we're just kind of like moving through the scaffolding, which was fun. Okay. Whoopsie. Back. Okay. Another detail shot. At the end of each day when they were done, they would start cleaning up like their brushes and stuff. So it was fun to get some of that. So just to give you an idea of how high up I was, this shows you how high it was. There's Michael up there in the top. Michael's not a fan of heights, but he was a team player and he got up there with me. Here's a little walkthrough of the space. Very fun. Very artsy. Here's another artist removing some tape. It was a really fun process to like watch because they're just trying to be super precise and clean with all these lines. Oh, this is Michael arriving. I was trying to scare him. It didn't work. You can see the front of the doors, like where customers would walk in. You saw the street there, the design district. Yeah, just showing the space. I think I was like trying to like plan out a shot here or something, but maybe it was just for myself. All these rags and stuff. There's the C200. We had like a little lift to go up and down. I didn't end up using a lot of those shots because I just didn't like the way they looked, because the lift kind of would like jerk around and stuff. But they rented it for us to have to, and we just whatever. Let's see, same thing. Yeah, same thing. Yeah. Let me go back to Millinote. I want to just make sure Yeah, this was for Select Productions here in Miami, an awesome production company. And yeah, so we filmed, I want to say, over a few weeks at least. maybe more, maybe 3 weeks or something. And then the morning the store was going to open, we got there super early to do the final shots of the store with all of the product. Well, we shot the store before it had any product in it, and then we shot it like the store, the painting was finished and all the stuff, all the furniture and everything was in the store, and we shot it completely empty, and then we shot the store with all the Loewe product inside of it. So and then I was there. There's a photographer there with me, Chris, and he is a beast, and he photographed the space as well while I was doing video. And yeah, so this was just a fun doc style project, shadowing these artists and capturing their process, and just showing what it takes to or what it took to create this larger than life art installation with all these artists for this store in the design district. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. No lighting on this one. I'm trying to think of if I have any lens things. Like I the camera had internal NDs, so I'm just switching through the NDs based on like the lighting situation. There's no lighting; it's all natural. And lens choices, I was using 85 a lot. Maybe I use 125 a little bit for some like far away things, if I wanted to just not be in their face and just get like a long, shallow look. 18 to 35. For the wide stuff of the space, like the intro and outro, I believe that was like a Canon wide lens. I don't remember which one it was because we rented it, but I want to say like 14 or something. I could be totally wrong there, but and then probably some 50. I was just kind of like passing lenses back and forth with Michael, just based on what was happening. I really like doc stuff. There's like no planning in the sense of like shot lists, so we're just kind of like bouncing around, and that's fun. I do like shot lists obviously and like planning things, but this is kind of like a therapeutic type process where you're just kind of like you're creating art while they're creating art essentially, and it was a fun process and a little bit scary, but yeah. So that's it for that one. I hope you enjoyed. I'm gonna keep them coming. I'm gonna record one right after this, I think. Maybe not. Maybe I should just record a bunch in one day. I don't know. Maybe not. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and drink some water as per usual. You need it. Your body is water, and so drink it. That's it. I hope you have a good day, and bye. One down. We did it.